You're not here to fix a broken world, but you are here to decide who you are in the face of what you see. Now, we know you are wondering how exactly is it possible to tap into the energy of the human collective. The truth is, you already are. You are awakening to the truth that you are all able to detect what others are thinking and feeling. You're becoming more telepathic every single day. Empathy was the first step to realizing that you had this ability. Welcome to the Reality Revolution. Today is a beautiful day to read the powerful words of the Arcturian Council. I have a collection of amazing channelings that come from the book Ascension, The Shift to the Fifth Dimension, Volume 3. The Arcturian Council is a group of higher dimensional beings that channel through Daniel Scranton. I have had the fortunate opportunity to read several channelings so far on the channel, and the more I read, the more people clamor for more. They really resonate with a lot of people. They find these messages powerful and timely, and today we address a number of topics, including being of service to the collective, deciding who you are, telepathy, acts of kindness, creating the shift, how to be of service, our observations of humanity, the up-leveling of human compassion, choose compassion, inspiring each other, peace on earth, helping others ascend, giving freely, co-creating with the human collective, and so much more. Now let's take a moment before we begin to tune into the energies of the Arcturian Council. Taking a moment with intention before listening to a channeling is a powerful process that allows you to really feel the activations and teachings that come through in a channeling. So take a moment. Your intention is all that you need. The Arcturian Council. Massive changes resulting in peace on earth. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. It is a wonderful time for you all to give more of yourselves to the collective energy of humanity. You think about what you can do to help humanity, how you can better be of service, and oftentimes the actions that you can take seem futile in comparison with the issues that you are facing on your planet. What you can do, instead of taking action, is to give energetically to the collective. If you want to give joy, for example, you can tap into the energy of the collective of humanity and send a transmission of joy. That simple process can change what someone else is experiencing because you will have shifted the vibration of the overall energy of the human collective consciousness. Now, we know you are wondering how exactly is it possible to tap into the energy of the human collective. The truth is, you already are. There's no disconnecting you from the collective, but there is no intention. Now, there's nothing wrong with just intending to experience joy for the sake of experiencing joy. You are still affecting the collective when you do so, because you are a part of the collective and there's no separation. You are all connected. We are all connected. However, if you take a moment to set an intention for the joy that you access to be given to the entirety of the human collective and to be used for the purpose of giving someone else an opportunity to feel joy, that is an effective way of helping all of humanity. If you want to be of service, this is how you can easily do it. If you don't know what to do in order to be of service, please take our suggestion and utilize the power of your intention and the truth that you are all connected to help all of humanity. And of course, in so doing, you are helping yourselves because you are a part of the human collective, and because whatever you tap into, you will experience directly. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Deciding who you are. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. You are right where you need to be in your life to uncover the truth about who you really are, and why you choose to be here at this time on planet Earth. The answers to those questions lie within you. They are easier for you to answer yourselves than they would be for anyone else, because no one knows you as well as you do. When you are honest with yourself, you can easily understand what your mission is. When you look around at the world as it is today and you see the things that trigger you, it is easy for you to understand why you would be here now. You're not here to fix a broken world, but you are here to decide who you are in the face of what you see. Are you a compassionate person who does whatever you can to help out? Or do you look the other way and declare something to be not your problem? Now, we are not suggesting that you all go looking for problems in the world. In fact, we would suggest the opposite. We suggest that you go looking for your joy. Do what excites you, what turns you on, what causes more source energy to flow through you. And as you do what you love to do, you're going to encounter challenges. You're going to run across situations where you see things and you know things that are happening in the world, and then you will have that moment when you decide who you are going to be in the face of that situation. Are you going to yell and scream about the injustices, or are you going to send love and compassion to all the parties involved and perhaps even open a dialogue? Are you going to look for solutions or just play the blame game? Are you going to take action when action is necessary? And are you going to offer an appropriate vibration when there is nothing at all that you can do? We will give you an example. When you see that there is war happening somewhere in the world, you can, in that moment, send love, compassion, and healing energy to all the people affected, and reach for the vibration of peace within yourself. Now, that might not seem like much to a world that is so infatuated with action, but imagine how effective it would be if every single person would do it. That's the world you want to create, and that is the world you are creating. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Telepathy. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. You are awakening to the truth that you are all able to detect what others are thinking and feeling. You're becoming more telepathic every single day. Empathy was the first step to realizing that you had this ability. You are far more telepathic than you know or give yourselves credit for. The awakened being cares about how other people feel. Now, what another person is thinking is usually a vibrational match to what they are feeling. If you want to know what someone else is thinking, you can bring yourself into their vibrational range, and then you will experience the same thoughts that the other is experiencing. This is useful when you are attempting to help another person, because oftentimes what other people tell you is not the same as what they are really thinking and feeling. If you want to be of service, it is important to know where the person is coming from. You don't need to stay in any other person's vibrational range for very long in order to get what you need and bring your vibration back up. When a person is in the channeling state, they are bringing their vibration up so that the channel can experience the energetic transmission of the being or beings that are channeling. So you see, it works both ways. And of course, if you are in the presence of another human being who is holding a high frequency, you will want to match his or her frequency because you will want to experience that same feeling. This happens quite naturally, especially when you expect it to. When you love or admire someone, you tend to bring your vibration right where the other person's is. When you are able to operate as telepathic beings all the time, you will feel closer to your fellow humans. You will sense the commonalities that you share, and you will be able to detect the parts of the other person that still need some assistance, some healing, or some reassurance, and that is a wonderful way to be of service to others. Acts of kindness create the shift. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. You extend yourselves out to each other in the most beautiful of ways. We see you helping each other, being of service to one another, and offering your caring and compassionate words when others are in need. We see you holding space for each other, sending unconditional love to one another, and listening when others need to feel heard. We see you in your acts of kindness, and we see the ripple effect that each small act has upon the consciousness of humanity. And we want you to know that you are creating for yourself such a beautiful shift in consciousness. We and all the other beings who are observing you are impressed with the beauty and the sincerity of the ways in which you serve each other. We know that the other end of the spectrum still exists on planet Earth as well. However, it doesn't have the same force behind it. What you have as the beings who are holding the light is the full support of source energy. When you come together, you are more powerful than the ones who are hiding in the dark. They are more divided. They know that they cannot trust each other, and therefore they are ultimately weak. The light that is shining from the hearts of those of you who are on the side of the good is overwhelming to the darkness that still exists on planet Earth and in other parts of the galaxy as well. As humanity goes, so goes the rest of the galaxy, and so we are very encouraged by everything that we see. And we know that you can feel the energies that are a reflection to you of how well you are all doing as a collective. We know that those of you who are tapped into the energies all around you are benefiting by what you are receiving, and you are taking the consciousness of humanity to the next level, and the next, and the next. Before you know it, all of your acts of kindness, love, and service are going to take humanity to the fifth dimension, and your ascension will be complete. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. How to be of service. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. As you already know, we are here in service to humanity, and we are happy to be of service to you. You may have noticed that we don't come down from the ninth dimension and land ships on your world in order to do something that will be of service to you, all of you. It is with our words and through our energetic transmissions that we assist you. Now, we see so many of you looking for a calling or a purpose so that you too can serve humanity. We want to help, and we want to help you. We want to help the helpers by letting you know that with your words, with the energy that you transmit, with your kindness, your compassion, and your ability to listen, you are helping, you are of service. We would love to see more of you acknowledging yourselves and then going out and having a good time. We would love to see more of you playing instead of worrying about what it is you can do to be of greater service. It is your energy, your presence, and your intention that helps humanity more than your actions ever could. When you do for others, often you do out of a sense of obligation or even pity. Now, when the opportunity presents itself for you to do something to be of service, we absolutely encourage you to do so. But what isn't serving you is sitting around thinking about what you can do to be of service when the opportunity is not right in front of you. When there doesn't seem to be anything that needs to be done by you, then take that as a clue. Remember, you are creating your own reality. And if you want to create an opportunity for yourself to be of service through action, you will. In the meantime, we suggest that you utilize your free will and your ability to act to go out into the world and do the things that give you the greatest amount of joy. Do the things that raise your vibration. And then when you do find yourself face to face with someone who could use some cheering up, or who could use someone to inspire them, you will be there. You will be there offering a higher vibration because you weren't worrying about how you can help. Once you decide that you are enough and that your presence here on planet Earth at this time is serving the collective, then you can let go of this need to find some grand project that will last years and years, and then you can relax and enjoy your life. By doing so, you will be emanating a higher frequency, and that is something that will help every single person on the planet. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Our observations of humanity. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We have arrived at several conclusions about humanity from our observations. One of our conclusions is that you take things for granted very easily. It's easy for you to take something for granted that someone else in the collective would consider to be a situation worth celebrating. You've begun to explore the darkness that exists within the collective as well, and you like to segment off yourselves from that darkness. You like to see it as outside of yourselves, but this doesn't serve you. You have to embrace it as a part of yourself in order to move past any need to experience it in your world. You also have a tendency to sweep things under the rug. So when something comes up within you, you don't necessarily acknowledge it or face it yourselves. And if it involves another person, you're also very likely to just ignore it, to not give it the proper attention, and you certainly do not often bring it up with that other person. That also does not serve you, and is the reason why many of you are not getting along with those you are in the closest relationships with. Eventually, you cannot hide from what you are feeling, and it comes up and it comes out in ways that are often very destructive to the relationship. We've also been noticing for quite some time that you have a fascination with acquiring things. You often look at something outside of yourselves and see it as the answer to all of your problems. And when you get it, you realize, of course, that it is not. Now recognize that these are not indictments. They are observations, and we are wanting very much to help you choose the aspects of yourselves that we have also noticed. That humanity possesses many positive attributes is without question. You have a capacity for courage and compassion. You have a willingness to forgive and love unconditionally. You are creative, inventive, and you have endured quite a bit of pain and suffering, and yet you have this ability to make light of things with your humor. You are beautiful beings, and we love you beyond words. When we observe you at your best, we feel that pride and love. When we observe you at your worst, we send you even more love and compassion because we know how much suffering is underneath those times when you are at your worst. And we know that love and compassion are the only answers to be of service to you. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. The upleveling of human compassion. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. You have exceeded our expectations on several occasions, and we are pleased to announce that as a result, you are taking yourselves closer and closer to the completion of your shift in consciousness. You are opening yourselves up more and more to the energies that are flowing to you. You are finding creative ways of expressing that energy and sending it to where it can do the most good. And as you work in that way, behind the scenes, so to speak, you help every imaginable situation on Earth at this time. What we have noticed and appreciated most about the human collective is your ability to sense when someone else is in need of help. You are becoming more and more telepathic and empathic, and therefore you don't need to be asked for help in order to give it. Oftentimes your friends, relatives, spouses, children will try to deny what it is they are feeling. They will want to pretend that everything is okay, but you sensitive ones are able to detect when something is not quite right. And you take the higher frequencies that you are opening yourselves up to, and you offer them to the individuals in your lives that need the most help. This is not even considered a sacrifice to you. You are happy to help. You are happy to direct that energy where it needs to go, and we see you doing this with people that you don't even know at times. That is one of the ways in which you are exceeding our expectations. The amount of compassion that is offered and felt by the human collective goes far beyond what any of us in the higher realms could have predicted. There are certain collectives up here who have more faith in humanity than others. But none of us could have expected the up-leveling of compassion that we have seen in recent months on the collective scale. We are continually blown away by what you are capable of, by how much love is in the heart of humanity, and by your willingness to accept your current circumstances. Many of you are helping others in whatever way that you can, and at the same time you are feeling that you could use quite a bit of help yourselves. That is the energy that is going to lead the collective consciousness expanding and ascending, and that is what we are witnessing every single day. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Choose compassion. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We've begun to understand on a deeper level what it means to be human and what it means to be human and incarnate on planet Earth at this time. We have a newfound respect and a great deal of compassion for all of you. We tell you this because We want you to have compassion for yourselves. We want you to recognize that no matter how much compassion we feel for you and project out to you, it is so much better when you give it to yourselves. It is going to make your journey so much easier if you're able to let yourselves off the hook. Instead of measuring your success, and instead of analyzing how far along you are as compared to how far along you would like to be, seek compassion for yourselves. What is compassion? Compassion is understanding that the challenges that you face are enormous, that you are doing the best you can, and that you can offer unconditional love to yourselves and to others because you know that the journey you are all on is filled with disappointment and loss, failure and suffering. And if you can know these experiences yourself and know that others are experiencing them as well, then you can extend that compassion inward and outward. And better still, you'll be able to receive it. You'll be able to receive the compassion that we offer you and that others do as well. Compassion doesn't just mean weeping for the unfortunate experiences that you and others have had. Compassion is about finding strength in the sorrow. It is about finding the will to continue, and it is about allowing everything to be just as it is. When you offer compassion to yourselves, you free yourselves of judgment. You give yourselves a break, and you're able to let go of any need to be anywhere other than where you currently are. And that is liberating. So with compassion comes freedom. And with freedom comes the ability to create something else, something new, something better, something you can celebrate with joy. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you, inspiring each other. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. It is appropriate for you to look to others at times and seek out what they have and what they have accomplished. It is not mere jealousy or envy. You're meant to inspire each other. And when you see someone doing something, being something, or living something that you would like to experience yourself, then you get an initial sense of longing. You activate the desire within you. The trick here is to let the other person inspire you rather than wanting to take the other person down a peg or two. You also don't need to know how the other person got to where they are. It may be interesting for you to hear that story, but their story will not be your story. You may let this story inspire you as long as you don't let it limit you. You inspire others as well. Others see something within you, or see how easy something comes to you, and they feel that desire being birthed within them. This is one of the many ways in which you are of service to each other, merely by existing and living your lives. Being of service doesn't always have to involve doing something for another person, and often it does not. Often being of service means living your life to the fullest and letting others get inspired by you. You are sending each other telepathic communications all the time, and you are also adding energy to the collective consciousness through everything that you think, do, and say. You are constantly assisting each other, even if it's not your intention to do so. When it is your intention to do so, when you set out to inspire others, that feeling is satisfying. That is another way for you to experience joy. And when others inspire you, tell them about it. Tell them about the impact they are having upon you, the desire that you have to live what they are living. Let them feel the joy and the satisfaction of being the one who inspires. Know that you can and will experience that sense of satisfaction yourselves, because you all have many things lining up for you in your future that will be worthy of inspiring others. You're all doing such a wonderful job of living your lives, of reaching for more, and of letting others inspire you. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Peace on Earth. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We have observed there is a great likelihood you will find peace on planet Earth, complete peace, within the next 5 of your years. When we look down the various probable timelines, we see massive changes that result in your world's ability to settle all of your differences diplomatically. We see a unifying event occurring that gives you all pause and reason to reflect. There is a tremendous likelihood that you will begin to see each other as allies, because you will have experienced something so magnificent that you will come together as a species, and you will celebrate. We know that you all want us to tell you what that unifying event will be. There are many possibilities, and all of them are being explored by the collective consciousness. You are all co-creating this event. When you look within yourself for inner peace, you bring about this event more quickly. When you settle your differences between one another, your petty squabbles, your grudges, you bring about peace on a massive scale. It all starts with a willingness to forgive others, to forgive yourselves, and to relax when you have a difference of opinion or belief with another person. As you let down your guard and stop seeing others as a threat to what you believe in, it becomes easier and easier to do this. And as you relinquish your need to be right or better than anyone else, you draw this big event closer and closer to you. When you're able to recognize that everyone else on planet Earth is linked to you energetically, and that there's no escaping that truth, you let down your guard and become more vulnerable because you no longer see others as a threat. As you see all others are extensions of who you are, you let go of your fear, your resistance, and your judgment, and you bring that peace that you seek to yourselves. You cultivate it within you, and you create the event outside of you that will reflect it, and that will give you all a reason to come together as a collective to live in harmony and equality. That is your journey as a species, and you are well on your way. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Helping others ascend. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are ready and willing and able to help all of you in your ascension process. It is a beautiful time to connect with humanity for all of us, because you see, we have the ability to tune into your evolution. We have the ability to feel the progress that you're making, and so by helping you, we help ourselves. Then you look around at the others in your world and you see them struggling. You also have the ability to help them, and in so doing, you help yourself. You can feel the shift occurring as well. You can feel the progress in one person. If you tune into it, if you pay attention to the signals that you are getting and the energy that is coming off of a person. And so when you help another person, you are helping yourself. You are helping yourself in more ways than one. You are helping yourself because you are all connected, and because your shift in consciousness is a journey that you are all taking together. You also get to feel the experience of the other person's shift. Just as sitting by another individual who is making the death transition can be beneficial for the one looking on, so is it beneficial for you to be in the presence of another who is making the progress. The energy coming off of that individual is a roadmap for you and your ascension. Even if you are further along vibrationally than the person you are assisting, you still get the full benefit of that energy and that roadmap. We are here to help you, and we are here to help you help each other. We are giving you our energetic transmission through these messages, so it is more than just our words that is assisting you. It is our vibration. It is the space that we hold for you. When you want to be of service to another and assist that person in their journey, remember that the same is true for you. It's not as significant as you might think for you to take actions or speak words to assist another. It is also the energy that you transmit, the vibration that you hold, and the space that you hold for the other. Those are the things that do the majority of the helping. You can sit with the intention of helping all of humanity, and you can send out that vibration, and all of humanity will benefit from that little bit of effort on your part. And as we have said, you will benefit as well. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Give freely. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. When you are able to find the ability within you to give of yourself freely, you will know what it is like to be the source energy version of yourself that you truly are. When you give without any need of compensation, without any need to be acknowledged, this is when you know what it's like to be source energy. Your gifts that you have brought with you to this lifetime are the gifts of source energy. Using those gifts to help others is the ultimate experience. It is why you incarnate and why you have this illusion of separation. It is also that you can experience yourself more fully as source energy, and there are many ways to accomplish that aim. This is just one of them. This is just one of the many traits of source energy. Source energy gives and gives freely all that is. And so when you feel compelled to offer one of your gifts to someone else just because you can, you will feel lighter, you will feel happier, and you will feel more connected. In the moment of your act of service, you are more of source energy, more of your true self, and we want you to know that every little bit counts. Even just smiling at someone is an act of service. It is sharing a piece of who you are. Now, of course, when you offer your gift freely to another, whatever it is, you also become vulnerable. The person may not receive your gift. The person may throw it back in your face. They might not appreciate it. But your willingness to continue to offer that which you can be of service is another trait of source energy. Source energy never stops giving. Source energy is unconditional, and when you find yourself being unconditional, you are most certainly tapping in to that energy that Source so freely gives. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Co-creating with the human collective. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are pleased to give you the following progress report. As a collective, you are shifting and doing so more quickly all the time. This shifting that has most recently occurred has brought you into a very positive space for the human collective. You could, as a collective, create a much more harmonious world with equality and with all people on Earth thriving in just a matter of moments. So the evolution of your consciousness is tied to the other humans on your planet. When you seek to reach out energetically to any or all of them, you help to move that evolution forward. What we are seeing amongst you, and what is quite impressive, is how many more of you are recognizing the power that you have to co-create in this reality right now. Your world is beckoning for this type of co-creation. The Earth herself is sending out signals to get you to come together as a collective and stand for what you believe in. She is egging you on to take more of an active role in your stewardship of the planet. Humanity is ready to start communicating more as a collective. More and more of you are awakening to the fact that you are all connected to one another, and not just by your intranet. You are all connected to one another energetically, and can reach out to all other humans on the planet with a simple message of peace and love. You have the ability to touch the hearts of all the other humans on Earth and to initiate an even more powerful shift among you. We invite you to feel for the power that you have to move mountains. When you utilize all the connections that you have, when you put something out there to the entire collective, excluding absolutely no one, it is like conversing with source energy itself. You can accomplish so much in so little time. You are wondrous beings, still discovering how powerful you are. And we see it as our job to remind you from time to time that you are the creator beings who experience this reality. And as co-creators with the entire collective, you are more powerful than even we know. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. This set of channelings really focuses on service, the power of service, compassion, and this process that we're going through in up-leveling our human compassion is a part of the shift. I know that many of you followed when I read the channelings of Quo, and the real focus of those channelings was from the Law of One, that we are all choosing whether or not to be of service to others or service to self, and they really focused on the power of service and the nature of service with their channelings. One thing I struggled with was the sort of mathematical component in the Law of One, which said that you needed to be of service to others 51% of the time in order to shift. What I find about these teachings is that they're a little easier to assimilate because they're not giving you this standard that you need to reach. Really, they're calling out to all of the human collective and saying it's a choice. You're making a choice to be compassionate. It's those acts of kindness in those special moments to help others, to be loving to them. They create these ripples. These ripples grow and grow into huge waves. And that is the key to the shift. One by one, each of us choose compassion. We see someone else, we connect to them. Now, it's interesting, in this discussion of service, they're also focusing on telepathy. And the idea is that as we become more empathic and telepathic, we are understanding what people are going through. And in that process, we forgive them. We understand why they are the way they are, and we have less division because of it. We open ourselves to the experience of others, acknowledging that we are all one. And that is a part of this process of service. When you see someone else, you're reading their mind, you're feeling their feelings, you can't help but be of service to them. You feel compassion for them. And it's a choice that you're making with each moment. Now, there's obviously two groups that are ascending on the planet. There's the service to self and the service to others. But the service to self is in the dark and they can't trust each other. There's great power in the collective. When we are serving others, we are unstoppable. And there's a really interesting channeling here that's implying that an event will happen that we will share as a planet, that will change the way we see each other, and we will let things go. We will be able to forgive each other. This event will be so powerful that we will see each other as different, and it will be easier for us to forgive and understand what others are going through. They don't indicate what that event is, but they indicate we are co-creating it. And I would be very interested to see this event play out. I'd love to get your impressions of that as well. You can find all episodes of The Reality Revolution at therealityrevolution.com. And welcome to The Reality Revolution.